This is a tutorial for my property return on investment calculator and comparison spreadsheet, which you can buy on Etsy for $5. So let's start with, for example, a property that costs $200,000 and it needs $50,000 in renovation. Okay, and I'm going to calculate, say, 20% down payment on that. Let's say this property makes $2,000 a month rent. Let's say it's a house, so it doesn't have a strata or HOA. I guess I should. Strata is what we call it in Canada. So for this property, with these numbers I just made up, we get a monthly operating income of $1,500. This is before your mortgage payment. And then net cash flow after your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month. So this is actually how much cash you were taking in every month, but you're technically making more than that because whenever you pay your mortgage, part of it goes to the principal, which just goes back into the equity of your home or investment. And that is how cap rate is calculated, is you take the annual operating income, so it's this times 12, divided by the purchase price, which gets you 9%. And this way you can determine the profitability of a property before knowing what your mortgage payments are going to be, because you don't really know that until after you've made an offer. So let's try a place that costs $500,000. Let's say for this place it's the bank wants you to put down 30%. Okay, mortgage payment, let's say $2,000. Sure. Okay, so on this property, as you can see, even though they're very different prices, we can still compare which one would be a better investment. With the numbers that I made up here, they're actually pretty similar in both cap rate and ROI. But yeah, so at the end of the day, the cap rate is the annual operating income divided by the purchase price, and that way you can compare the profitability of a property without taking into account the interest you're paying or the mortgage payments that are going back into your equity, the principal. Whereas the cash on cash annual return on investment, what I've done is it's the annual cash flow. So this times 12, this is your cash flows after paying your mortgage, divided by how much cash you actually put down. So that's your down payment plus all your closing costs. Because then you're thinking, if I put that $167,000 into another investment that made me 5%, like say if you just put that into stocks, you can compare whether you can make more on this property cash-wise by looking at the cash on cash return on investment and compare that to a non-real estate investment.